The Masked Singer Season 5 is well underway, and in last night's episode, we got our very first look at the Group B performers.
Sadly, we did have to say goodbye to the Phoenix, who couldn't quite rise from the ashes.
Olympic gold medalist, TV personality, and author, Caitlyn Jenner.
Yes, Caitlyn Jenner on The Masked Singer. Not exactly someone that I would expect to go on this show, but my favorite performers historically have been people who are, completely out of the performing or the singing wheelhouse. And watching Caitlyn take a risk, step outside her comfort zone, and try this, I was super, super here for it. How did you feel?
Listen, we thought Kermit the Frog was a twist from Group A. Caitlyn Jenner
Right.
singing Kesha's TikTok in Group B. Again, not expect it, but I'd like to point out we are technically 1 degree away from having a Kardashian on the show, which I'm obsessed with. Other than the Phoenix, who was your pick of the night, Deidre?
My absolute top pick of the night was the Piglet.
'Cause when you look at me with those eyes, I'm speechless.
Now, I think the Piglet is former Bachelor Peter Weber. Let me explain. So the whole clue package was doused in roses, and we even got to see a home or a mansion which looked very, very similar to traditionally the Bachelor mansion. And then if we want to talk about a few specific clues, we heard the Piglet talk about how he's given out a few roses and the world watched my heartbreak. And if we think back to Peter Weber's journey with love, well, he started with Hannah Brown, then he went to Hannah Ann, then he went to Maddie Pruitt, and most recently, Kelly Flanagan. So he definitely has shown that he falls fast and he falls easily in love. We also saw a clue of a tattoo heart with an axe going through it. If you think back to Peter's season on The Bachelor, you'll remember a very famous date he went on with Hannah Ann, which involved axe throwing.
Listen, I love Peter Weber, and I do hope it's him under that mask because it had a great voice, and I really, really did enjoy the performance. My pick of the night, however, is the Black Swan.
You let me down, 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 down on my knees. Now wouldn't you, Barracuda?
Now, I think the Black Swan is pop superstar JoJo. Not JoJo Siwa, who we saw on a previous season of The Masked Singer, but the pop star JoJo herself. Now, in the clue package, we heard them say, hypnotized by a Hollywood deal she could not resist. Unfortunately, JoJo was very open about being stuck in her recording contract for over 7 years with Blackground Entertainment, which leads me into the next part of the clue where she said, my faithful flock flew to my rescue and set me free. I'm in control now. JoJo in 2014 was finally released from that record label, and she is now able to put out her own music, which is why I'm kind of thinking she alluded to that almost trapped feeling in her clue package. We also saw one more thing in there. We saw a large X on the ground. That X could be referring to JoJo's guest appearance as a guest judge on the X Factor Celebrity Edition in 2019.
Well, the competition on The Masked Singer is just starting to heat up. Of course, you heard who Charlie and I think is behind the mask. But really, guys, we love hearing from you. Continue to tweet us, continue to DM us on Instagram, because at the end of the day, we're all one team and we're looking to crack that code.
There is still so much guessing to be done. And just like The Masked Singer has always said, be safe and wear a mask.